Welcome to 4 Movies, where I'll be discussing 4 movies that have something in common. But what they have in common, I know, but do you? If you do, say it before the end of the video. And if you don't, then wait till the end of the video and I will tell you, okay? Alright. I'm just going to get into this, because the last one I was just... I was rambling a lot. There's a lot of information going on there, but it was a lot of rambling. But I'm going to keep focused. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Is that what it is? Yes. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. This film, super fun. You have, of course, the Adventures of Jay and Silent Bob, who also had the reboot, which I don't have. That's like streaming stuff. Where Jay and Silent Bob reboot is one of those things where it's like, I don't think it happens in this, because this is like just pure funny comedy and stuff like that. But excuse me. The Jay and Silent Bob reboot has this thing where it's weird because there's this raunchy blindness to it. So it's like, yeah, that's goofy. Okay. But then he has this monologue that he wrote for Ben Affleck to read about the kid, which is prolific. It's so good. But it's like, in this raunchy dribble, which, I mean, it does kind of offset it and stuff like that, but it's one of those things where it's like, the movie has got that raunch to it, so I'm like, it's okay. But it doesn't have like the raunch level that Jay and Silent Bob, Clerks 2 doesn't have the raunch of like Clerks 2, because Clerks 2 had some raunchiness to it, but at the same time it was super fun, and I guess was a level out, whereas it's one of those things where, like, once you've done something, you try and outdo something, and sometimes it'll work, and sometimes it's just gone too far, you know. And I haven't seen the 4:30 movie. Excuse me. Haven't seen the 4:30 movie, or whatever that one was called, yet. That's the one I haven't seen. Supposedly he made one movie that was like completely for like Xbox or something like that. I don't know what that was. Didn't see that. I've seen most of all his movies. Wish I had a copy of Red State. That was a good one. That was one of those ones where like, okay. Don't own Tusk, but I thought Tusk could have been better. Anyways, fun movie. Like I said, fun, plays well. Yeah, super fun. Will Ferrell in there. So many people in there. Like I said, that's a super fun movie, and like I said, it's playful and fun, and I liked where he had the ability to do that. Like I said, he was making some big budget movies, I mean, to a degree, with the Jay and Silent Bob stuff, and it's such a privilege, I think, to be able to be successful in making something so fun, you know? Like, there's other people that are like, hey man, just make horror movies, just make scary movies, and you know, scary movies, but at the same time, like, comedy is a hard thing to achieve, and so to have those characters come through that, and unfortunately, I did not come in. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, Kevin Smith, if you're watching this, I did not come into the Kevin Smith fandom on Clerks. I didn't get into Clerks. Like, I saw it once, I was like, but like, I came in Mallrats, and I really enjoyed Mallrats, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, like, the Mallrats is just, it's such a fun thing, and me being at that time and age a Mallrat myself, yeah, like I said, the last semester or last year of high school, I had enough credits that I only had to be at school for like 3 hours a day, so I would walk from my school to the movie theater, and because the mall was like right down there, I just hang out at the mall. I was totally mall rat. But anyways, bam, cut out. This movie is interesting. Like, there's so many interesting stories from this movie. Is the movie the best? No. Is the movie terrible? No. I've seen far worse. Thanks to Mystery Science Theater 3000, I've seen far worse. But like I said, if you like, there's so many moving parts of the movie. Like, this is what a lot of people don't realize. There's so many moving parts in a movie. To make a movie that is comprehensible, is an achievement in and of itself. You know, like the movie I'm making now is either like it's one of those things where it's like it can lend itself to overanalyzation, if that's a word. It can to being overanalyzed. It lends itself well to that, but it could come off way too artsy and just miss people. I don't know. I hope not, but I'm doing what I can. Doing what I can. But cut out. There's some interesting stories. Like I said, I recently got. Whenever I get to the books, I recently got a book by Kevin Smith. It's signed by Kevin Smith. Not me personally getting it signed. He just signed a bunch of them. But I don't know. I definitely don't think it was probably not his best book. Yeah, he writes books too. But he did one about My Boring Life, and I hear it's just data entry stuff, where it's like, that'd be cool if he would have done like Captain's Log. That would be good. Like, Captain's Log, steering this meat puppet through another adventure of life. Anyways, yeah. Oh yeah. This is also a 2 for 2. So the two first ones have something in common. What could it be? Who knows? And these last two have something in common. This one's the hard one. Boom! Surviving Christmas. That's right. Surviving Christmas, which I originally thought had Vince Vaughn in it, but it doesn't have Vince Vaughn in it. It's got Ben Affleck. Poof-wah! Vince Vaughn is in 4 Christmases. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but this is Ben Affleck and Christina Applegate. I believe. Yes. Fun movie. Holiday film, so it does have its place. Is it the best? No, I'm not into holiday films. I'm not into films that are like about the holiday, but films that happen to happen during a holiday is a good thing, because like the story's not really affected by it; it just happens to be. Boom. Dodgeball. This is the 4th one, Dodgeball. A true underdog story. And you know what's super fun about this movie? They had to change the ending, because the ending was they lost. And it was like an underdog story, because they lost. And it's one of those things where it's like the studio made them change it. And as a sign of defiance, if you haven't heard about this, as a sign of defiance to the studio, to kind of just throw it in their faces, whenever they win and they get the prize chest, on the chest itself it says Deus Ex Machina, which is a stage term, which is kind of a signification. That is not a word. No way. That sounds like Don King. All the signification of the proliferation. No, it's basically a sign of bad writing. But it's when you end a story with an act of God. There's no conclusion. There's just the act of God. That's how it ends. But that's a sign of bad writing, when you don't have the story concludes and resolution. You don't have a resolution. It's a sign of like bad storytelling. Anyways, yeah, those are the 4 movies. If you didn't know that fun fact. Anyways. What do these movies have in common? I'm not going to try and talk too long. Am I talking too long? I'm talking 9 minutes? Yeah, it's good. I mean, look at how long the last video was. Look how long yesterday's video was. But anyways, I was rambling on that one too. What do these movies have in common? Focus. What do these movies have in common? Jay and Silent Bob, Strike Back, and Cop Out are both directed by Kevin Smith. Boom, yeah. And Surviving Christmas and Dodgeball both have Stephen Root in them. Later on in this, there's Office Space, and Office Space also has Stephen Root in it. He's in a lot of Mike Judge films, actually. He's in Idiocracy. He plays the judge in Idiocracy. In Office Space, he's the red stapler guy. Somebody took my red stapler. I'm going to blow it right up. Yeah, that guy. He's in Dodgeball, and he's also in Surviving Christmas. I know you're like, how was I supposed to know that? I told you it was a hard one. And I do have Office Space. I could have linked those, but I had already linked this. And I thought it was a good one for people that don't know. Like, hey guys, I'm gonna show you this one. You say you know movies, let's do that. And you're like, how was I supposed to figure that one out? Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you've watched this far, you're awesome. Stay awesome. I'm an artist and a physical media collector, and I'll be doing a video a day until I get a silver play button or a gold play button if I'm lucky, or if I just run out of physical media to show you. But I do have a lot of physical media to show you. I'm doing my physical media countdown right now, so yeah, just wait for that. I'll explain. If you haven't already heard the explanation, not on last video, but video before that, yeah.